Hello, everyone. How's it going? I'm WoWcrendor, and I'm back from BlizzCon. I also have the post-BlizzCon sickness. It's just a cold. I probably got it on the airplane, actually. I've always heard that you get the symptoms of being sick like a few days after you've actually already gotten the virus. So either it must have been like the plane on the way BlizzCon or like the first day of BlizzCon. Either way, I have a cold. I'm taking Advil, sick tea, and airborne vitamin things, and hoping to get over it. But I mean, right now I'm just achy. I just have like the head aches and the shoulder aches, and I'm just kind of tired. But I wanted to make my BlizzCon recap, and I was like, you know what? I'll save up all my energy, and I'm gonna do it. So here we go. We're gonna recap all things I did at BlizzCon. So first up, I have my bag. This is the bag we got at BlizzCon. Hold on. Look at this. Look at that. That was a really cool bag. It's really nice, and they got like all the little like game logos on the bottom here, which is cool. And then inside the bag, we got, well, this didn't come in the bag, but I bought it at the store. It's the Cinder Kitty. And look at that. His arm goes up and down like, hello. So cool. So that'll probably go like back here or something. Maybe on like the shelf over there with all the other stuff that I'm still working on. And then got some little like figurines. Got look at these. There's I think Tyke or Jim Raynor, I think, and then Kerrigan. Got them. I don't really care about those, but that's fine. Got some Overwatch things. I don't know what this actually is. Is it like a coaster? Gear Blizzard. It doesn't even say what this is. I don't know what this is. We got a luggage, a Hearthstone luggage card. If you want to attach that to your luggage. And people can be like, wow, that guy's a mega nerd. Some Diablo keychains. What else we got in here? Thingy. Come to the Intel booth. Is this a Psy Blade? An inflatable Psy Blade. Maybe I'll inflate that later. Who knows? Why not? And, yeah. I mean, I think they spent most of their money, like, giving us the bag. But that's cool. So that's what we got in our goodie bag thing. So what else did I do at BlizzCon? Or actually, see at BlizzCon? So obviously there's the opening ceremony. And they talked about, I have stuff open over here. The Warcraft movie. Warcraft movie, I'm excited for it. But I'm not, hyped for it. You know what I mean? Like, they keep being like, this is your movie. Like, this is going to be insane. This is, just, you know what? To me, it looks like Avatar a bit, but like Warcraft. And I think it's going to be good. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it'll be good, but I'm not, super pumped for it. Like, I feel like I'm going to see it and be like, that was pretty good. And then not see it again. That's what I think it's going to be. But I'm still, I'm still happy that it's being made. That's my opinion on the Warcraft movie. Then we moved on to the World of Warcraft Legion cinematic, which was awesome. We were watching it, and Jesse, when he saw Varian almost die, he's like, "Oh man, is he dead? Is he dead?" And then he came back, and he was disappointed because Jesse hates the Alliance, so he is hoping Varian was dead, and he made some tweets that made people angry, but YOLO. Yeah, they showed all the Legion stuff. They said that beta is going to be starting in a few weeks. That is really cool. Like a few weeks after BlizzCon. So probably in the next 1-2 weeks, we'll be getting some Legion beta footage and access and all that good stuff. So I'm pumped for that. I did get to play a Demon Hunter at the BlizzCon computer things. They have computers set up for all the new stuff. So I did get to play Demon Hunter and the new Demon Hunter Zone. It was pretty fun. it was like the Death Knight zone, obviously, but Demon Hunter ish style. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's literally just like your Demon Hunter. They're like learn your abilities, and they like teach you all your abilities, and I mean, it's really good. Like there's, for example, there's a cave, right? It's a cave. It's blocked off, and everybody's looking at it, and they're like, "We feel like there's some danger in there." So use your vision sense to see inside, and like you hit your vision sense button that like senses invisible targets and stuff, and you see inside, and you're like, "Whoa, there's demons in there," and they're like, "Aha, we knew it, we knew there were demons in there." And then they all use their like cyclops, like, and they like shoot out their eye powers and kill all the demons in there. So that was really cool. Spoilers if you don't, if you care about quests in the Demon Hunter zone. Uh, and then one thing I noticed with Demon Hunter is you can actually triple jump. I know you can I knew you can double jump, so I was like, oh whoa, we can double jump. And if you hit a triple jump, wings pop out of your back and you glide. And I was like, whoa, that's even cooler than double jumping. So you can legit double jump like off a cliff and then hold down spacebar and your wings pop out and you just like glide down. You can literally, so it's like having a hang glider all the time. It was awesome. That alone made me want to play Demon Hunter. I was like, you know what? You can double jump and you can glide. So let's see. What else? They announced Overwatch stuff. I mean, I'm in the Overwatch beta already, but I did get to play the new heroes. There was Diva. She was okay. There was Mai, who was actually really strong. She has like ice block, like a mage, so she doesn't take any damage. She has ice wall, so we were like walling people in their spawn. And I don't think they realized that you can actually damage the ice walls. So they were just like waiting for the ice wall to go away, and we just like keep putting up ice walls because we had like a team of 6 Mays, and that was pretty fun. I mean, we'll probably do that when they get released on beta. And then Genji, who is Hanzo's brother, and he can throw shurikens, deflect attacks, charge forward, use katana. He was okay too. Like, after playing all the new people, I still fall back to Bastion, Hanzo, and like Widowmaker and Junkrat. Those are my 4. And I didn't get to watch like the World of Overwatch panels and all the lore behind it. I'm gonna watch it though, cause they give you like the virtual ticket if you have a BlizzCon ticket. So I'm definitely gonna check the panels that I missed out. Speaking of panels, Jesse got to do the World of Warcraft Q&A panel, so that was really cool. And because he had to do the World of Warcraft Q&A panel at 2:00, he was supposed to do an Overwatch interview, but World of Warcraft Q&A was like 2:30. So he's like, I can't make it. Can you go do it? And I was like, yeah, I can go do that. So I got to interview one of the head game designers and Jeff Kaplan, who's like in charge of all of Overwatch and used to be like one of the OG World of Warcraft developers. And that was really cool. And that'll probably be going up on Jesse's channel. We got interviews with multiple people. Like, that was the one I did, but we also did like together interviews where we were both asking questions to Dave Kosak, which was a really good one. And then Chris Robinson, the art guy. So we got 2 interviews with them. Those were fun. And we got some interesting things on Legion. I asked him about Dalaran because he was talking about how with the old character models, they wanted to make it where, or the new character models, not the old ones. They wanted to make it where you're playing like your dwarf still, but it's upgraded and still feels like your dwarf. Like, they wanted to keep that old style feel, but just updated graphics. And I was like, how did you do that with Dalaran? And he is like, we like went through and like changed some textures and tiles, and it was interesting. Pretty much he talked about how they want it to feel like the Dalaran you chilled out in 5 years ago, but they want those upgraded textures and environments and scenery and some added stuff. But it made me happy that they're trying to like stay true to the like old roots of Dalaran. We talked about a lot of stuff. I can't even remember all of it, especially being sick. But it'll go up on Jesse's channel pretty soon. Our Dave Kosak interview was also really fun. I'm trying to, what did I even ask him about? I think I asked him about professions, because I was like, why do we have mining and herbalism and garrisons for people that can't even mine and herbalism? And he's like, yeah, that was a bad idea. So he was a cool guy. I like Dave. What else did I do? Hearthstone. What's it called? It's got League of Explorers. League of Explorers comes out Thursday. That's awesome. I'm pumped for that. I'm ready. I'm ready to play some League of Explorers. I got to play it on the tablet there. They had one League of Explorer thing set up. You play Shaman or Rogue. I played both, and it was really cool. Like, so, for example, instead of killing a boss, you just have turns to make it through. So, like, you have 10 turns to last. With, like, it's more like endurance than like attacking. Does that make sense? It's more about just surviving your way through the game. For example, all right, so you start on turn 10. It's like you have 10 turns to get out of this place, and like the opponent spawns a random thing, like a rock giant, and you're like, oh no, what should we do? And you can like risk. All right, I'm really bad at explaining this. But big thing is, it's almost like a choose your own path. So, for example, after surviving a couple turns, it'll pop up and ask you, like, do you want to try to avoid the boulder that's falling down the ramp at you and risk taking 10 damage or 0 damage? Or do you just want to take 5 damage and be done with it? So, like, you have little choices like that. And sometimes I'm like, I'll risk taking 0 damage. And it's like, you took 0 damage. Nice. And then it's like, uh-oh, you took 10 damage. And you're like, damn, now I'm down to like 15 health. So it's like they like combined a choose your own adventure with like a survival game in Hearthstone. It was really cool. It was different, which was fun. Don't worry. Once you actually play it, you'll see what I'm talking about, because you probably don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like the worst at explaining things, especially when I'm not even feeling good. Even if I was feeling good, I probably couldn't explain it that well. It's really fun, though. You'll definitely enjoy it. And I was talking with TB, and he was really excited because they've added cards for legendary decks. There's like a couple cards that are really good for legendary decks. One of them's like the golden monkey, and the other one is like restore a bunch of health when you play it. If you have like, and you can only have one of each card in a deck, something like that. It's a card that's really good for legendaries, and so we're both really excited about playing legendary decks with that card. What else? I was sad there's no Diablo 3 things, really. Like, there's the patch coming out, but I was really hoping there'd be like Diablo 3 expansion, because it's been like a few years since the last one. So, oh well, what are you gonna do? Either way, at least it's a pretty big patch they're working on, and yeah, I still enjoyed Diablo 3. And then Heroes of the Storm. So they announced a bunch of stuff with Heroes of the Storm. One of the things being the arena. I didn't actually get to play the arena, though, but it does sound really cool. And then the new map, Towers of Doom, which we got to play, and it was okay. I think it takes way too long. They need to speed it up somehow. That was my biggest complaint. Like, it felt like even when you were going to lose, it took way too long to lose, because you can't actually attack the Nexus. It's all focused on, like, getting objectives, and those kill the opponent's Nexus. So you can't just, like, win. I don't know. I just thought it was too slow. But they announced the new heroes, which are Lunara, Greymane, and Cho'Gall. And then Tracer is going to be in it as well. Tracer from Overwatch. but we didn't get to play Tracer there. And Jesse had to play Lunara, and he said she was really fun. So did Sohinky. He said Lunara was really fun. I got to play Greymane, and he was actually really mediocre. He was like if Vala was mixed with a bear druid from World of Warcraft. And he had really weird like switching mechanics, and I don't know, it felt like he didn't do enough damage for the amount of damage he took, if that makes sense. He just had like really bad trading damage is what I'm saying. I feel like if he just needs like some balancing and he'll be good. He was fun to play though. And then Cho'Gall is really fun. So Cho'Gall is one person controls Cho, and the other person controls Gall. And I was Cho, Jesse was Gall, and Cho is like the melee guy that can like makes you walk around, and then Gall is more like the Abathur player, where like he's a mage that just chills there and sends out spells and stuff. But we played that a lot, and we even streamed it. If you go to my video history, you can see that we streamed it from BlizzCon, and you can see us each play Cho'Gall. I streamed the first half as Cho, and then Jesse came on and streamed as Gall. So if you really want to see that, you can head over to twitch.tv/Crendor and look at the VODs, and you'll see my last VOD was, in fact, us playing Cho'Gall from BlizzCon. So check that out if you care about Cho'Gall and Heroes of the Storm. Let's see, what else happened from BlizzCon? And aside from that, that's pretty much it. But it was really fun. It was a good BlizzCon, and I'm really excited for Legion now. After like seeing all the stuff that I've seen and playing Demon Hunter and talking to the devs, I'm pretty excited for Legion. I think they're moving in the right direction. One thing we asked with artifact weapons is we're like, what happens after this expansion? Like, do you keep your artifact weapon? Does it get replaced by a green? And they were like, we're still thinking about that. Maybe what did he say? He said, we're thinking that maybe you only use these artifact weapons for fighting the Legion. So you're like, hey, now that we fought off the Legion, we go back to our old weapons. Or like, maybe you hand these artifact weapons off to like other NPCs, like Thrall. Here's Doomhammer. Use it well. But yeah, they said they were still thinking about that. I just thought it was funny. And he joked about giving all the artifact weapons to Gammon, which was funny. Just having Gammon just decked out in artifacts, just like, yeah, Gammon. Bitches. Yeah, aside from that, you can ask any questions in the comments below if you want, and if I know stuff about it, I'll try to answer it. Because I mean, I pretty much got to check out everything at BlizzCon, so just leave your comments below. I'll go through later when I'm watching TV or Bob Ross and just chilling out and recovering from being sick. And yeah. Okay. See ya.